She had spent the last few days at the school year camp with friends, but that had passed, and now, after a dreary hot day, she was waiting for the bus home. Then he appeared. He saw her lounging on the brick wall, waiting for the school bus. None of her usual friends surrounded her. "I've been toying with an idea. I think it is your fault." This school teacher was immensely fat. He had recently taken to writing in a bid to encourage her to read what he had written. He gave her editorial status, which roughly translated to listening to any opinion. The possibility of repartee was irresistible. She was very bored, and an almond eye glinted with mild interest. He brought up some camp gossip, and she spoke of the truth of it disinterestedly. Then she challenged him to get to the point. "Have you found out what you wanted to know?" He grinned. "I'm only making conversation." He grinned again. "I've been thinking. You know how I promised you that if you didn't like one of my characters, I would kill them? But if you liked them, I would give them a puppy? Well, it started me thinking. In one of my stories, I kill my sister. I thought that harsh, but she had to die because of the story. So I thought, and decided to award her a puppy. But then I realized what would have to happen. The puppy will be left alone without the mistress. The puppy will have to journey, perhaps exacting revenge or justice. It's a hard world for the very young on their own." Walking past the bus stop after school, she was entertaining a few friends, but stopped as he approached, and they stood facing each other a moment, awkwardly. "I've been meaning to talk to you about that story." He started. He knew many different directions the conversation might go, but waited to allow her to direct. "Wow, that was a really good story you wrote." The compliment felt good for him, but he needed to clear the air, and she wasn't the maudlin type. "Mitzi was special to me. I wrote her based on a puppy I once had, although Kittles wasn't the type to chase monsters and bring them to justice, unless she had to. That last was a joke. Mitzi came into being because of you. I wanted to thank you, and I wanted to say that it isn't your fault, but something to have pride in." Mitzi was a remarkable puppy. He began to move off, promising her that he would sign her copy if it became published.